I gotta have a mind to hit you with a just put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here, yeah. I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Options galore here, second and a few inches. They go play action with Wilson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. You look at this Eagle defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
This 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Williams. Able to fight through one tackle. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Hurts.
This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They run. It's Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Javonte Williams. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Looking for Michael Mayer on the play.
And it's 3rd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And this will be taken at the 13.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant finding Claypool. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Wilson changing the play.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles.
Now they'll shift things around. Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
That's to Mayo, the tight end.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Kenneth Walker
With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Cards are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Throwing on first first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts. Completion here to Claypool.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 10. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now Wilson on first down.
Smith and Jigba with the ground.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Now Wilson wants a different look.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They go play action with Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
And it will be Eagles football 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That open man that time, man, to put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Parker?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. Hurts. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Eagles.
Oh, the option to give to Williams here. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Off the option, here's Williams.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Touchdown, Eagles!
St. Brown.
From 17 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Sly on for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Cardinals 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
At the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You know, Wilson going to change things up here.
Here's Wilson. Off play action.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
He completes this to Walker.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Screen play set up for Williams.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
On 2nd down, Williams. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Hurts fumbles it, but it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now Wilson changing the play.
To throw again, Wilson.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A big play here, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Here now, 3rd down.
Third and 2, now Wilson.
He's got it complete to Waddle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cardinals first down.
Again, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's going to let it fly, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Now 1st and goal.
19 yards. That's good for a Cardinals.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Wilson will throw again.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's got it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. Nope.